What's up, Internet Land? Hey, I wanted to share a couple things about some things I've been testing with my RC600 here, and in particular, a mic AB switching. And the idea here is that with one microphone into a mic splitter here, so you can see this is a single cord here, and it loops under here, and it goes into mic 1 and mic 2 input. So I can plug my microphone in here, and I can switch between these. The idea being that mic 1 is my live mic, and that goes to a dedicated output, and it doesn't get looped. Mic 1 does not get looped. Mic 2 gets looped. So in order to do this, you end up needing to not only have this, right? That's a necessity. You got to have that. But you also need to be able to switch those back and forth. You need to be able to mute mic 1 and unmute mic 2 when you want to loop that into the tracks. And then you need to be able to undo that and essentially have mic 2 muted and mic 1 live. And so I call it mic AB. And I guess a little bit of backup here about my setup. This is my basic looping setup, and it's track 1, track 2, track 3. I very rarely use anything more than that. And then this is record, play, and stop. So it's very much like what the unit ships as, but I have these set up as undos. So this is a nice little setup. I picked this up from Matt Bolton. I believe uses the same kind of scenario most of the time in his, and it works out really well because you can have a direct undo, so you almost end up having an extra track here. So I figured out how to do this mic AB muting 3 different ways, because I have all of these front buttons occupied, so I don't really have a pedal mode switch right here. My all start, all stop is over here on my FS6. This used to be my pedal mode, but what I have this set up now, which I think this is the main way I'm going to do this. If we go into menu and mixer, you can actually see this. This is going to be my mic AB switching. So you see right now, mic 1 is unmuted, so that's live. And then if I do this, you can see it switched it. Mic 2 is now unmuted, and mic 1 is muted. So that would mean that I can record my mic 2 into these inputs, and then when I want to go back and I don't want to be looping my microphone anymore, I go and switch it back. And so what's nice about this is that I have a little indicator. Okay, I know this is on. I'm hot. I'm looping my microphone. I'm off. I know that my microphone is, I'm going to peel that off because it's no longer going to be my pedal mode. So yeah, I'm on. It's hot. I'm recording my microphone. If it's off, I'm not. I think that's a good way to do it. But I also have it set up a couple different ways. I have my MC6 up here as well, and I have a button. This is on page 2. My page 1 controls my HX stomp, and I got that with just 3 presets and 3 snapshots, nice and simple. But if I go into page 2, that's where I have all my RC600 stuff, and I have this as well. I have a MIDI control over here. So same thing, mic 1, mic 2, boom, 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 and that's using the toggle function in the MC6. So that's another way you can do it. I'll post some details on that because that's a little more involved. You basically have to use 2 assigns for that, and you have to switch that back and forth, right? You have to send 2 on the first that mutes the one and unmutes the other, and then you have to send on the second press, you have to send the opposite of that, essentially. Okay, so that's one of the ways I have it. The other way I have up here, I have my different pedal modes. So in pedal mode 3, I have this This button as well is set up as the same thing. It's pretty much the same as my control pedal, right? So I do have a secondary way to do that if my, say, my FS6 battery dies, which it doesn't. It lasts a really long time, by the way. I can do that through here as well. So yeah, I have a note in my, I have an Evernote that I'll link that has all the different settings for these. You do have to use some assigns, and it gets a little tricky. I had to do some testing, not a lot of documentation out here about this, so I wanted to share my findings and let you guys know all the possibilities. So 3 different ways to do mic A/B muting and with the RC600. Take care.